In this reports webinar, we're going to go through each category of reports, and under each category we're going to look at some of the important or essential reports that you can run. So we're going to navigate to the Report Central menu on the menu bar. Click on the Report Central and that opens up into the Report Central screen. The Report Central is where your reporting packages. The reports, as you can see, are all numbered and categorized. We'll go through each of these sections and we will cover some very important and pertinent reports that you can run. As mentioned in the introduction, some of these reports may have already been covered in the previous webinars, but we're still going to go through them in today's reporting webinar. So we'll start with the appointments reports. So there's the appointment schedule report. This is a detailed report that you can run. This shows you all the appointments that you have for a day or date range, and you can export that to the PDF here on the left hand side, and that gives you a detailed the detailed appointment information. So this is a pretty detailed appointment report because it covers almost every appointment information, including the patient's and patient's insurance and patient's account type, as well as the appointment types and duration, and even the patient's balances, any on-account balance or copay balance. You can also see that on this report. So this is a very detailed appointment report. The report also has various filters that you could use, like legal entity or provider name, appointment source, status, type, and you can also sort the appointments by either the date or one of the other parameters. Next, we're going to look at the appointment worksheet report. This is a pretty scaled down report which shows you just basic appointment info. Again, I'm going to run it for a date range and we're going to export it to PDF. This also has the option to export to Excel. And this is a basic appointment report which gives you just the basic information, including the patient info, appointment information, just the status and the request reason. Next, under the appointment section, we're going to look at the appointment end of day reconciliation report, which is A7. And this report you can run to see the appointments for the day or date range. And typically this report is a reconciliation between the copay that was supposed to be collected and what was actually collected. So if you have any copay amount saved on the patient's insurance, it actually shows you the amount that is saved there and what is actually collected from that patient for the day. One important thing about this report is that it will only reflect the amounts, the collected amount, if the copay was added from the appointment, or that copay payment was added from the appointment. Also at the bottom of this report, you can see it kind of shows you a summary of the appointment summary and also the payment summary. Continuing on the appointment report, the other report that you can run is the appointment reminder report. The system has an appointment reminder capability where you can have appointment reminders emailed or text sent out to patients. And if you want to look at a report that shows you how the appointments reminders were sent, or whether it was a text or an email, and what is the send date, you can see it on this report. This can also be exported to spreadsheet or PDF format. There's also an eligibility status report which you can run to see batch eligibility. You can run batch eligibility. This report kind of gives you a list of appointments, and you can run an eligibility in one single step, or you can have a eligibility that can be saved, or eligibility that can be set up for auto running. There's a setup place in the practice options setup screen where you can set the eligibility to run a day or two before the actual appointment, and so you can have the system automatically run that for you. So that automated eligibility setup option is also available. So either you can come into this report and look at that automated eligibility responses, or you can also run a real time from this from that report screen as well. So those were all the important appointment reports that you can run.